Hi, Steve Walton from Tropic Heating and PatioHeat.com. Today I'm going to take a look at this residential application. And so you can see I have received a floor plan from the customer, and then they gave us the heights to the structure. So let's look at what we have as far as that's concerned. Let me just take out the floor plan here for a second. And we have 22.5 feet by 13.5 here, and then another 10 feet this direction here. So the structure I believe is like 10 by 22.5, and I'm not sure what the if there's existing ledge over here or not, but I'm gonna consider that a fact. So also height, I think we have at 8 foot off the ground. So the lid will be at 8 feet off the ground. As you can see here too, and it was noted in the floor plan that there would be some fixtures. So we have some light fixtures and fans in the ceiling, and so I'm depicting that as well. We do have light coming off of each one of those. And also, by the way, I'm not sure about the actual usage of the patio, so I just threw in a table and some chairs to give a representation that might be used. Let's turn that off here. So I'm sure you already saw, and the customer also indicated that they thought it would be good to have the heaters between the lights, and I think that works great. One thing about let's see here. One thing about the heaters is they are actual light producing products. So they produce an infrared light, and the infrared light is light waves that are like a heat wave, and it will absorb into mass, the human body, chairs, tables, floors. That's how we appreciate the warmth of an infrared heater. And so here you can see that I have the heater center at, I think it was 7 feet essentially. I think it's 7.7/8, but I lined them up with the fan fixtures in between the lights. So these are the 4,000 watt models. So there could either be a C4024 or a W4024. They're the same dimensions, and they both fit inside of the flush mount kits. So let's look at the flush mount kits here. Oh, let's just go ahead and look at the footprint of heat. I'm going to take out the dimensions here real quick and put back the floor. Okay, so the footprint of heat, you can see with it centered here, you know, we're not getting a total coverage within this space here because it's kind of set back. But I think, I'm not sure, like I said, about this being part of the original structure, and then this is a addition. So they're trying to center it within this space here, I believe, is what's going on, and that's fine. But looking at how you might place the furniture, you can see that you may have to adjust it slightly to get the full use of the heater, especially like if I put this table kind of centered within these posts here. You can see that I'm not really heating up this outer edge. So in this case, I would want to move this over maybe, you know, 24 inches, and you know, that way I can get that full heat. And now I'm centered essentially over the fans as well. But you can see with 3 heaters here, 4,000 watts, we'll get a pretty good coverage. And you know, obviously out here we're not receiving any of that heat, so just be aware of that. Now, clearance on these heaters, this will be depicted by the yellowish globe, I call it here. So this is 18 inches of clearance from the face of the heater all the way out and down, you know, and around the heater itself. Now that's to combustible materials, so anything that's wood or something that can burn needs to be cleared of that. And also we look at these fan blades just as an example. With the Ray, we're not penetrating these fan blades. My fan blades are a little bit larger than the customers had indicated, so we're fine on that. So let me turn that off and turn off the clearance. And also I want to just explain too the how these flush mount frames work. So this is the flush. I'm going to move this out of the way here. Let's just go. So this is the actual flush mount frame itself, and you can see the heaters inside of that flush mount frame. You can see there's some vent holes in here, and also this drywall. It's 5/8 drywall, so it's 5-sided, 4 sides and the top. You would frame that out with 2x8s. This is 8 inches, and the inside dimensions, you'll have to get that from the owner's manual, but essentially it fits within this flush mount frame. And the main thing I want to speak about is you'll notice that when you look at this frame, there'll be little L brackets that support the heater. And I'm not sure if you can see within this video, but I have this down about 3/8 of an inch. And the reason I have that is because I believe they are going to have a stucco finish ceiling. And there's a couple of different ways you can finish that off. I'm going to go back to putting the ceiling back on, but you can see that my flush mount frame, from here to here is still underneath that stucco finish, and then I'm allowing 1/2 inch from these holes over to the edge for the ventilation to happen properly. And so you can see that again. And then by code, you need to have the bottom of the heater at the same height as the bottom of the stucco. So that's the important part that I want to show. And then also, just the construction of this 1 hour fire rated drywall. It's just 5/8 all around, and it's finished off as you would with drywall, and that gives you your 1 hour rated rating for that fire retention. So yeah, and essentially I just have it centered, between the lamps, centered in the room. And I think that's really all I can tell you today. This is a good application. The customer actually came up with this on their own, and I would agree with it. It works out well. So there you go. If you're looking for some assistance on your outdoor heating application. Also, if you find this useful, I'd appreciate the thumbs up. It lets us know that people are appreciating this output. But if you're looking for some assistance, please just email us your request at support@patioheat.com, and we'll be happy to assist you. Thank you and have a great day.